Hello, Emily. It's got to turn on the light. That is bright. So, welcome to my channel. My name is Tina, and welcome to Tina England Pride. Way. So, hello. I've got my cuppa. I've got a lovely cup of tea. Nice cuppa. So, what I've been up to? Well, I've been concentrating on my new gaming channel. Just let you know it's not on YouTube. But I finally got a gaming channel, and I've got 8 followers at the moment, which is good because I've only been going for a week, and I think it's for either a week or 2 weeks, but that is something really good. I don't the webcam I got over there. I did buy a brand new webcam, but it doesn't fit. It hasn't got a USB connection, so I've had to buy a new webcam. This webcam, that what I've got is something that a lot of gamers use. It's the Logitech C920 webcam. So once I get that, I get plugged in, then people can see me. Hopefully, then I'll get more followers. I think finally getting my gaming channel up and going, it's something to be really proud of, and pride in it, because I'm still learning. There's so much that I've got to learn, because at the moment my sheet lower is just a base. Well, it's got my pictures on it and that. And I'm really happy that after, I say, about a year, I remember signing up to it a year ago. I never really did anything about it. It's only the past few weeks that I've actually started to see what this is all about, and I'm still at a learning curve. I'm still on level 1 in my goal. I'm at level 1 with this new project that I'm doing, and being disabled, and being partially sighted, and not having the memory that I used to have, is really tough for me. But I'm just taking my time. I'll learn this new thing I'm doing, this new goal. I play. I'm trying to learn what you got to do on this streaming platform. I got asked a question in a comment yesterday about my streaming, and are you on about live streaming? Could you please get back to me? Because if it is to do with live streaming on YouTube, at the moment, until I've got so it's just as much say 500 subscribers, and then I might consider doing live again here on YouTube. But at the moment, the reason why I've stopped really doing my YouTube lives is just I haven't got nothing to talk about, everything what's going on in this world is absolutely bonkers, and this is all to do with to be honest, the far right and like the right wing of politics and the left, and like the far left, it's gone completely and utterly stupid. It's like they're picking on so many people, so many humans, and the people like it's like the right wing and the far right are picking on are people like me, trans people. I heard the other day in the LGBT plus community. So I'd air all over my face, and it's really itchified. Yeah, so I heard something yesterday that in the LGBT plus community, they're not picking on bi people. And I'm thinking, are you really kidding me here? Why are we picking on amongst ourselves, in the LGBT plus community, you know? Now, the way that I see things is we shouldn't be picking on anybody in the LGBT plus community, you know, because we should be sticking together, we should be really defending anybody in the LGBT plus community, because it's not, we're getting like trans people are getting really picked on and bullied and things like that, which I stand up to bullies, a bully is weak. Now, I found out many years ago, a bully is always weak, and I heard the other day that a certain woman wants women to take pictures of women in toilets. That is against the law, you know, and that is pervified, all because of this, what the Supreme Court said. I couldn't give two craps what the Supreme Court said. They use religion, and I'm not a religious person, and I make that very clear now. I'm not religious. To me, there is no God, you know, and I will never, ever, don't ever, if I say, would I ever believe in God? Really? I watched a movie last night, and it was religious based, you know, but I know it kept on going about God all the big and dying, but it was a really good movie. But this was um, a thing that it's really good. What it was, the woman, she was a dancer, you know, and she qualified for the nationals in America. See, in America, they do a lot of stuff for youngsters, um, but I think it's really good. But you got to know. I think you got to know people really. Which is, I think it's a really good thing. But I think nowadays, what's going on in America, um, things like that will be taken away from them because of the stupid far right party, like the right wing parties and that. Now, when the Democrats were in office, you know, really they didn't use much of their. Really, there was like destroying the. I don't really think that any party in America or any country like going like even the UK, there's any party who actually believes in their own country. You know, I I I believe that I love my country a lot. Um, no, I'm not going to certain things because I rather keep at that point, but to do the country that I was watching a channel last night and it kept on going about uh, like Independence Day, you know, the 4th of July. Because I'm English, it's all the 4th of July is all to do with us, the English. Um, and he's like saying that, oh, we won the war. Well, for us here, it's 1-1 at the moment. You know, we took you over, you got your country back, and that, and that's good. But what have you done to your country? What have you done to America? You know, even when you've had Medicaid and Medicare and things like that, people were still suffering, trying to get into an hospital, trying to get care. You know, what have you done? It's like the housing. Let's talk about the housing. Housing in America. You know, always is some person move a lot of money building out, and some person comes along and rents it, and if they lose their job, they're out no here. This is why a lot of people now are going into this thing called van life. You know, building a home inside a van or a lorry. You know, anything that can. make them a home, they're doing it. Because then they're not really stuck down to one environment. They can go all over the place. I 100% support van lifers, truck drivers, because people say that van lifers and all that are nice, or they're not. I don't think they are. They bring money into your town. You know, when you see, I know it's no overnight parking. I'm thinking, why? That's that bit of road is not doing anything. No, nothing comes down it. Most probably let somebody park up for the night. You know, at least they can have a kip and have something to eat. See, I do watch quite a few fan livers. I watch a mixture of things on YouTube. I call it life. I watch from fan livers to model railways to trains, to long distance relationships, even people looking after animals, you know. But the person I was watching died because of how much bullying and trolling she got on her channel. All she was doing is looking after foxes and animals and spiders. Well, she only had one spider, you know. But she made it feel welcome. Every animal in her care was looked after, was taken care of, everything. You know, she was an amazing person. And I found out she died last Sunday. You know, people need to stop being angry with themselves and with the world. You know, if you're angry at something, you'll sort that problem out. You know, but don't take it out on other people. You know, you see, the person who with that novelist who wrote the HR book, the Harry Potter book, I don't know why she's being so mean. Because if I had that wealth that she had, I'd be enjoying life. You know, not try and destroy somebody else's life. In my eyes, trans people are good people. Lesbians are good people. Alright, you're gonna have the odd one or two, you know, like in every single in every gender, you know. But you shouldn't take it out on every single people. And this is the world that we live in. We seem to take it out on every when one person does something wrong. Instead of just blaming that one person, we all blame everybody. Everybody in that category, they blame. And it's not right. I want to talk about sport again, you know, because this is what I don't get. in sport. I want to talk about chess again because I was watching saying yesterday. I know that every sport now, I'm saying every sport now, it is transphobic. Um, you know, it's sport is like the news. It's toxic. You know, it's like if you're straight, right, it's okay. You can play in sport. If you're lesbian, it's okay. You can play in sport. If you're gay, it's okay. You can play in sport. But if you're trans, you're not allowed. There's one. No one should be against any gender in any sport. Chess is a freaking ball game, you know, and it is most probably an exciting game to play, but it's a ball game. There's no speed involved. It's most a snail could play it, you know. It's so slow. It's unbelievable, you know. You see, you can come up with a solution when you watch sport like F1. You know, before the F1 starts, you have got women talking about a man's sport. Should that be allowed? Women in men's sport, should that be allowed where they can talk about it, present it, and things like that? Should that be allowed? Because what these certain women are doing, they're stopping trans women, right, from competing in sport, but no one is stopping women in men's sport, like talking about men's sport, presenting men's sport. You know, should that be allowed? You know, I can't really watch sport. I'm so sick and tired of certain individuals being so transphobic. You know, in sport. Like I can understand. I hate cheating. You know, hate cheating. I know that a woman in swimming or boxing, I can't stand boxing as a violent sport. You know, um, I can understand certain sport, but all these like athletics and football and things like that, they don't even cricket ban trans women. Um, it's like sport is like the news. It is toxic. It is so toxic. You know, when I watch like you know, it's I don't know how to describe it. It's like they live in cuckoo land. You know, I remember watching something to do with a woman. She wants to referee um, premiership matches, you know, in men's sport. Now she's a woman, but she wants to referee men's matches and things like that. Should that be allowed? Women refereeing men's matches, football matches. I know that in rugby there is referees in men's matches. Should all this be now um, brought to attention that the only people who are allowed to present men's matches is men, and because in a day to be fair on sport, you got to understand sport, and no one understands sport. Sport is really is a hobby. That's what sport is. It's a hobby, you know, and sport is for everybody unless you get caught taking drugs, you know. See, when they ban trans people, you know, it's not, oh, we're going to ban you from women's sport. No, they're not just ban them from women's sport. They ban them for the entire sport. So trans people are not allowed to compete. Um, if they said to them, "Are we going to make a new category for trans people?" But they don't even do that. They lie through the teeth. When FIFA and the FA, the English FA, as from next season, um, um, trans women will not be allowed to compete in football. Now, to me, what the hell are you talking about? I tried to watch a bit of women's football last night, turned it off. They're not going to get my support, you know, until a solution that's made where trans women and trans men and everybody, every gender, you know, can play their hobbies, right? Then I'll start watching sport again. But well, I'll be watching Formula One today because it's live on Channel 4. I do like Formula One, you know. Uh, I think that let's talk about a bit about Formula One. There's something going on in the McLaren garage to do with you know, again, the British driver and the Australian driver. I think there's something going on, you know, and are they giving the Australian driver a a better car than Norris's car? Or because the way I see it, should get both cars to be top notch. Even Mercedes. Let's talk about a bit about Mercedes. George Russell. He doesn't know um, if he's going to be in a seat next year. The way that I see it, George Russell, I would choose George Russell. I think George Russell is a faster driver. You know, he wants to put that car through its space. You know, let's talk about Lewis Hamilton. You know, with Ferrari. Ferrari looked good in qualifying yesterday. I've got hair on my face. Ferrari could be a really good team. I think the upgrades that they brought into their car seem to be working, but there still needs a little bit tweaking here and there to the car. But I want to see Williams come from some. Williams seems to have gone quiet again. But then again, when you look at Williams, Williams are a team that 1 minute is up there, 1 minute is not up there. It doesn't know what he wants to do. Williams could be a good team again, but I think they should change the name. It's really not Williams anymore. Williams owners are gone. It should be called something else now. Politics, it's not worth talking about. Politics is it's the biggest game going. That's what it is. That's what politics is. It's a game. To all the MPs and all these politicians around the world, to them, it's a game. To us, it's our livelihoods. It is. Politics is toxic. It's all a game to them. And it's not good. They don't care about us. Never have done, and never will do. Because at the end of the day, right, all it is, when they sort something out, so like, do energy, right, what they're doing is this. Their energy is cheaper than our energy bills. Our energy bills are a lot dearer because what happens is most probably when they sign energy, they make sure every MP gets a cheaper energy bill than us. We get dearer energy bills to pay for them, most probably. I don't know the facts, but it seems to be that they always put it down to is it Overwatch or something like that. Let's talk about Ofcom. Ofcom, God. What an embarrassment organisation that is, Ofcom. They should be stripping these news channels their licenses. Every news channel is toxic. It's transphobic, and the way I see it, Ofcom is transphobic. I like when the government finds all these companies, like the water companies, millions and millions of pounds, but where's that millions of pounds go to? Because you're still not cleaning up our waters. Our water system is diabolical. We should be getting better facilities. We live in the UK. We have got the infrastructure. We've got everything on our doorstep. You know, nothing is more better than what it could be, you know. But it's toxic. Everything's toxic at the moment. It's like you can't really say anything really. Um, oh, I don't know. Oh, so that's it. I ain't got nothing else to talk about. Thank you for watching this morning cuppa. My tea was nice, you know. My cuppa was really lovely. Um, and thank you for watching. I just can't feel nothing else to say, you know. So I'll say goodbye and have a lovely Sunday. And I'll see you again soon.